Marty, hey Marty, hey Marty.
Recognize that fellow? His name is Marty.
Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if this is your first time here. Oh, it's a big one today. This has been suggested like 1,000 times to me. By the way, I hope you guys are really well. Today we're going to be watching Marty from 1955. And no, it's weirdly nothing to do with Back to the Future, which is some of my favourite films. It's also my name, Marty. I think that's the reason why it's been requested to me so many times. I hope you guys can join me with this, and if you want to see the full reaction, you can see it over on the Patreon page, the full uncut reaction. But without further ado, let's watch Marty from 1955. I'm really excited to see this because a lot of people have recommended it to me, and Marty, with it being Marty, I genuinely had never heard of this. Ernest Borgnine and Betsy Klein, did that to say? I'd never heard of this film before you guys requesting it. It's also going to be fun because I don't know anything about it. Taking it into a butcher's? Yeah.
Hello, Sam.
Hi, Marty.
Marty! There he is.
Your kid brother get married or something, huh, Marty?
That's right, Miss Fazzari.
A taller fella with a mustache?
No, that's my other brother, Freddie.
When I meet him here one time, a bigger, taller, fat fella.
That's my sister Margaret's husband, Frank.
I thought he was going to say that's my sister.
And my sister Rose, she married the contract. And my other sister Frances, she got married to...
He's got a very big family. Wait, is this another situation that I said about before? Like when we watched Moonstruck? Big families.
When are you gonna get married, Marty? Be shame yourself.
I don't need to get married.
I met your mother in a fruit store. She said to me, hey, you know a nicer girl for my boy Marty? What's the matter with you? That's a no, eh? What's the matter with you?
It's like, I don't need a relationship. I want to be single.
I hear your kid brother got married last Sunday.
That's right.
When are you going to get married?
Marty, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. All your kid brothers and sisters married and got children. When are you going to get married?
Why is everyone obsessed with getting married? I agree with him, as in being fed up with everyone saying about getting married. Just a guy.
Oh, Marty, I'm telling these guys about two nurses Leo and me picked up in the joint on 71st Street.
Man, oh man.
It's like, I don't care.
They shouldn't sell magazines like this.
Imagine the effect this has on adolescents.
Used to go out with a girl that looked like that.
You should live so long.
I went out with a girl like that. You should live so long.
So, I mean, we gotta take them somewhere, so I'm kind of hard up for cash right now. I owe you $10 already, don't I?
That Ralph boy. He's always got girls but no money.
That's because he's always taking them on dates and always spending the money on girls.
What do you feel like doing tonight?
Nothing.
I don't know, Ange. What do you feel like doing?
Relaxing.
Oh, we ought to do something at Saturday night. I don't want to go bowling like last Saturday.
Go to the movies.
How about calling up that big girl we picked up in the movies about a month ago?
Well, movies, you just spoke about.
Which one was that?
You know, that big girl that was sitting in front of us with the skinny
The
friend?
big girl with the skinny friend. No.
No, I didn't like her. I don't feel like calling her.
Oh, what do you feel like doing tonight?
What do you feel like doing?
Back to that, huh? Then we wind up sitting around your house. Well, I'll tell you what I feel like doing.
Going dancing.
I feel like calling up to see a married female. She likes you.
What makes you say that?
Might have a bit of a love interest.
I could see she likes you.
Yeah, sure. You call her up yourself, Ange. I don't want to call her up.
He's just trying to get you with someone. Everyone seems to want to set him up.
Boy, you're getting to be a real drag, you know that?
I've been looking for a girl every Saturday night of my life. I'm 34 years old. I'm just tired of looking, that's all.
He's 34.
Everybody's always telling me, get married, get married, get married. Don't you think I want to get married?
He's my age. This is so weird. He's Marty and he's 34.
Boy, my old lady too. Every word out of her mouth. When you gonna get married?
I understand why he doesn't want to look for women then, because he's been looking for one all of his life, every
What do you feel like doing?
Saturday, so now he's just kind of given up and can't be bothered.
I don't know, Ange. What do you feel like doing?
Do nothing. The conversations roll back around to the same thing again.
My mother?
Coming now, Mr. Paddy.
Marty, I'm going home.
Hello, Ma. What's the matter?
Your cousin Thomas and his wife, Virginia, they here. They wait and see you.
Okay, Ma. I'll be home in about 2 or 3 minutes.
Okay, you come on home, huh?
Aww, good bit of a family reunion.
My mother-in-law. She comes in the kitchen. She begins poking her head over my shoulder. So then she begins telling me how I waste money and I'm raising my baby all wrong. And she got me so nervous I spilled the milk I was making for the baby.
Oh no.
So finally she got me so mad I said, Mama, you want to see me really spill some milk? So I picked up the bottle and I threw it against the door.
No.
But I didn't throw it at her. That's just something she made up.
Yeah, but you're still throwing the bottle across the room.
I didn't throw it anywhere near her. Well, anyway, I was sorry right away.
Out of anger, I suppose, but...
If you want me to, I come to your house tonight and I talk to her.
Let me tell it, Tommy.
Okay.
We want you to do a very big favor.
Oh God, what favour?
Teresa, you got this big house here.
Let them stay there.
Maybe Tommy's mother could come here and live with you and Marty.
Oh God, no.
To Tommy's brother Joe, and I said, Joe, she's driving me crazy. You gotta take her for a couple of years.
Wow, yeah, just let them stay with them instead.
I know I sound like a terrible woman.
No, Virginia, I know just how you feel.
I just can't stand it anymore, Aunt Teresa. Every minute of the day, do this, do that.
I can understand that, though.
We don't have any privacy. Everybody's miserable in our house.
Jenny, don't get so excited.
She's right.
I can completely understand that.
They should have their own home.
Yeah, they should.
She's a nice sister, but I must say she's an older goat.
And if it is her sister, then that makes sense, staying with her.
If Katerina wants to come and live here with Marty and me, it's all right with me.
That's very nice, Aunt Teresa.
Of course, we gotta ask Marty first.
Sure.
And Marty's gonna be like, no, I want my own place. It's not his own place, but still.
How's Marty been lately, Aunt Teresa?
He's fine. You know a nicer girl he can marry?
Oh, don't worry. He'll get married, Aunt Teresa.
Why? Stop trying to get in with someone. I still can't get over that he's 34, same as me. And Marty as well.
Well, there's the Stardust Ballroom. Every Saturday night, it's loaded with girls.
If he's not tried the dance hall, what has he been doing?
You go in there and you ask some girl to dance with you. It's a nice, respectable... Listen, that's where I met Virginia.
I'll say that was where a lot of people met people. At the dances, at the local malt shops.
It's loaded with tomatoes.
Loaded with tomatoes.
Aunt Teresa, this is so nice, what you're doing for us. I want you to know we appreciate it.
Hello, Marty.
Hello, Ma.
They ask me if it's okay Katerina come live here.
No!
Marty, she's a lonely old woman. Nobody wants her.
I don't think he's going to say yes.
Well, sure, Ma. It's okay with me.
Okay.
You got
Yes.
a good heart.
I mean, yeah, if family's out on the luck and that you would say yes. But I kind of felt like his character would have gone, no, I just want my own space.
I come over your house tonight and I talk to Katerina. You see, everything is going to work out all right.
Thomas, before you go, I wonder if you give me a little advice.
Sure, what?
Women.
Well, you're the accountant in the family, and I figure you might know about these things. My boss wants to sell his shop to me.
Oh,
He wants $5,000 down, although I think I can knock him down to $4,000.
that's a lot of money back then. Even now.
I gotta run now, but we'll sit down and we'll discuss the whole thing. It sounds like a good proposition.
What's he doing? Bit of peace and quiet to himself. He's got a little black book. Or address and phone numbers book. It might not be a girl's number that he's looking up, but it might be.
Hello, is this Mary Feeney? Well, could I speak to Miss Mary Feeney?
Oh, he is speaking to a girl. So is he secretly desperate to...
Oh, hello there. Is this Mary Feeney?
or eager to get with a girl,
Marty
but
Paletti. I wonder if you recall me.
can't get with a girl?
Well, I'm kind of a stocky guy. The RKO chest on. This was about a month ago. Me was annoying you, and you got mad, and I'm the fellow who works in the butcher shop. Oh, come on. You know who I am.
Well, then how did you get your number? How did he get your number?
That's right. And then we went to Howard
An
Johnson.
old friend, but
Had a pretty nice time that night, and I was wondering how everything was with you. How's everything?
I got a boyfriend.
That's swell. I was figuring on taking in a movie tonight, and I was wondering if you and your friend would care to see a movie tonight with me and my friend.
Oh, I was saying about the movies.
Well, I know it's a little late to call for a date, but I didn't know myself to...
Oh,
Yeah, well, what about...
she said no.
Are you free next Saturday night?
Nope.
Well, what about the Saturday after that?
No, I don't think any Saturdays I'm going to be free. Oh, Marty, bless you.
Yeah.
I can see why it was a thing about being with someone, so you can spend someone you spend the rest of your life with, and he hasn't got anybody, but everyone else has, and he's fed up with trying to meet someone, but at the same time, he does want to meet someone. First part made it out as if he didn't want to be with anybody, but the one thing I like about this film as well is it seems very much like a play.
What are you going to do tonight, Marty?
I don't know, Ma. God, I may just hang around the house.
Why don't you go to the Stardust Ballroom?
What?
I say, why don't you go to the Stardust Ballroom? It's
That's very specific.
loaded with tomatoes.
Loaded with
Loaded with
tomatoes.
what?
Tomatoes?
It's just a big dance hall, that's all it is. I've been there 100 times. Loaded with tomatoes. Well, you're funny, Ma.
Is that a saying for partners or something?
Comes a point in a man's life when he's got to face some facts. So whatever it is that women like, I ain't got it. I chased after enough girls in my life. I got hurt enough. I don't want to get hurt no more. I just called up a girl this afternoon. I figured I was past the point of being hurt, but that hurt.
You can always get brushed off at some point.
No, Ma, I don't want to go to Stardust Ballroom. Girls made me feel like I was a bug. I got feelings, you know. I had enough pain.
You're going to die without a son.
Oh, I'll die without a son.
No, he's only 34. He's got plenty of time.
Oh, Marty, put on the blue suit, huh?
Blue suit, gray suit. I'm just a fat little man, a fat, ugly man.
Oh, Marty, no.
Ugly, I'm ugly, I'm ugly.
Marty.
Ma, leave me alone. Ma, what do you want from me?
I can really get how he feels.
I'll put on a blue suit and I'll go. And you know what I'm going to get for my trouble? A big night of heartache.
Should have worn my blue suit. I thought you wore a black suit from the pictures that I saw. That's why I wore this.
Loaded with tomatoes. Oh, that's rich.
Rich as tomatoes.
Not a bad crowd tonight, you know.
I like his tie.
There's a nice looking one over there with the black dress. It is a nice looking little short one for you right there.
I'd love to have done this back then. Gone to a dance. I wonder if they still do this kind of thing. As in old-fashioned dances. 40s, 50s style. I love it.
Well, I think this music's a little fast.
No, it's perfect.
I think it's all right.
I love the 40s and 50s, by the way, in case you didn't know. Will he have any luck? Chatting them up. So is Marty supposed to be going for the girl in the spy dress?
You want to dance?
Excuse me, would you care to dance?
I don't feel like dancing just yet.
That was just blowing him off, wasn't it? He's going to leave. After so long, you kind of think, do you know what? Nah. I remember going somewhere with a friend of mine, and it was like a... Aww, she seems nice.
Claire, have you made up your mind about tomorrow afternoon?
Yeah, I went into a dance place with a friend of mine. I just felt really odd, like the odd one out.
Attractive, but you had a good deal of charm.
Get one Saturday night off every 3 weeks. I was expecting something better, that's all.
Do you like him, Clara?
What?
Yes, he seems very nice.
Wait, is he in it just for...
We to fix up with a dick.
All right, I'm having a fair time. I wanted to wind up with something tonight.
He's just in it for the end result. What a player. Don't be looking at the girls. You're with her. The girls are lovely, but you're with her. I didn't catch her name. She seems really nice. Is she going to be the love interest?
Herbie, have you ever been here?
Hey!
Herbie!
He's Herbie. His name's Herbie.
Dance, what do you think? You with somebody? I'll see you around.
Yeah.
No. Sleazy git.
Oh, that's a girl I used to know.
Yeah, you just tried flirting with. Yeah, I wonder, is that girl going to be the love interest? Marty's love interest.
Young, aren't you afraid you'll run into one of your students?
She's a teacher.
Oh, yeah, you been here before, Clara?
Wait, is her name Claire?
Listen, you people go grab a table. I'll be back in a minute.
You people. Like he's better than them.
What do you say, Clara?
Oh, I don't like it. Clara. Her name's Clara. I'm just thinking of Back to the Future 3. Clara. Marty and Clara. What's he doing? Wait, no. Is this the guy?
Here's Steiger with a girl.
You say something?
Asking you if you was here Steiger with a girl.
I'm Stag.
I got stuck on a blind date with a dog, and I just met an old girl I used to know. I was wondering how I'm going to get rid of the girl I'm with. Somebody to take her home.
What?
Pay you $5 if you take her home for me.
What?
You real sleazebag.
Because I got this other girl waiting for me out for the hat check.
Are you kidding?
But that's awful.
You just can't walk off on a girl like that.
Yeah, thank you, Marty. What arse? You know what I'd do? Just for the girl, I'd be like, he's doing this, by the way. He's trying to find someone to be with you. Or is he just going to eye her across the floor anyway and not realise that it's the same girl? Because you know what I would do? I would just go and ask her to dance anyway, because she deserves better than this dipstick. Sorry, I really don't like his character, as you can tell. I'm hoping she blows him off. Is he going to say, sorry, I'm leaving you with this guy? I don't want to be with him, I want to be with you. You can kind of tell what they're trying to say, but she's so lovely, though.
In that case, as long as she's going home alone, give me the $5 back. Okay.
He's such an arse. Go on, Mike, go. Ask her to dance. Oh, bless her. I'll go and ask her to dance. Oh. I'd have done the same thing. If I saw this, I would have gone, wait, what, to that guy? You don't treat a woman like that. If I'd seen what he's just done, yeah, I would have done the same thing. Gone and seen if she's okay.
Excuse me, miss, but would you care to dance?
Oh, he's Like, I don't know what to do. You okay? The good thing is he is unlike most of the other guys that would be there because he's genuine. Wasn't really looking for any. He just wants a bit, you know, bit of company. Wasn't looking for that kind of thing. What the other guy was after. He just came along just to.
You come up here often?
See the night.
See that girl sitting over there in the gray dress? Last time I was here, that's where I sat. I sat there for an hour and a half without moving a muscle. Now and then some fellow would kind of come up to me and then change his mind.
Oh, bless her.
Then I began to cry. I had to get up and go home. I've begun to cry a lot lately.
I cry a lot too. I'm a big crier.
Oh, they're matched for each other.
Bursting into tears at the slightest thing.
I cry all the time. Any little thing. You don't get to be good-hearted by accident. You get kicked around long enough, you get to be a real professor of pain. I'm having a very good time with you and really enjoying myself. So you see, you're not such a dog as you think you are.
No, you're a lovely person. You're both really lovely.
I'm having a very good time too.
Oh.
So there you are. So I guess I'm not such a dog as I think I am.
You're a very nice guy.
Yeah, lovely guy.
The girl hasn't grabbed you off long ago.
Well, I don't know either. I think I'm a very nice guy.
Yeah, but...
Two people get married and they're going to live together 40, 50 years, so it's got to be more than whether they're just good looking or not.
Yeah, they've got to have great personality. You've got to really like love the way they are and all their little ins and outs.
And I used to adore my old man because he was always so kind. That's one of the most beautiful things I have in my life.
And have similarities between you as well.
And my father was a real ugly man, so it doesn't matter if you look like a gorilla. Dogs like us, well, we ain't such dogs as we think we are.
Kind-hearted.
I'm 29 years old.
She's 29. 34.
I'm 34.
So strange still to think that he's 34.
Oh, hello, Aunt Teresa. Come on in. Is Katerina here? We didn't tell her anything yet. We thought we'd leave it up to you.
Oh, God.
You put it like how you were lonely, and why doesn't she come and live with you? It looks like she's doing you a favor instead of we're throwing her out.
Yeah, that's actually a good way of doing it.
I think better idea if you and Tommy go out.
Who's there?
Yeah.
It's me, Katerina. How you feel?
Hey, what are you doing here?
Why don't you come live with me?
I got a pain on my left side.
I be getting pain in my shoulder.
Ha! I got a pain in my shoulder too.
I can imagine how much pain they must be going through with someone moaning and moaning constantly.
I got a letter. His mother died. Own a tavern in Abruzzi. He died. You know who else died?
Oh, God, she's always just on about death.
So old Irish man, always a drunk.
He died.
He stayed 2 weeks in a hospital. He died.
I like to visit you. You always got such a cheerful news.
She gonna realise that they're the ones that have said...
My mother and me, we be babysitter.
We'll be down at the Kaplan's if you want us.
Oh, that's lovely of her.
I wake up this morning, I hear the baby cry, so I wake up. She's shaking her hand at the baby. You brute, don't you strike that baby. That's my son's baby.
That's her baby too, you know.
Both of their babies, not hers, yeah.
I tell you what, she throw a bottle of milk at me.
She didn't throw the bottle.
She give me the evil eye.
Oh,
I keep one eye open.
Do you think she'll hope she'll make us see sense?
Because she's gonna come in my room and stab me in my bed.
What?
I want you to come and live with me in my house.
You can get to chat and relax.
Your son Thomas and his wife, they come to my house.
No, she's telling her.
They say things are no good in this house. Leave him in peace. He wants to be alone with his wife. They don't want no old woman sitting in the balcony.
Say to you he's gonna throw his mother from this house?
No, he didn't specifically say that.
Make an opera out of this.
Don't make an opera out of this.
You know this is no good. Old woman living with a husband and a wife.
Yeah, get your own place.
So I'm an old garbage bag put in the street, huh?
Making it about yourself.
Pains they should do this.
I know it pains.
Yeah, it's not nice if a son's got to have to go and ask someone to help get his mum out of the house for privacy.
We cried lots of times together. When my poor husband died, I would be crazy if not for you. I asked you to come to my house because I know I can make you happy.
She's a very good woman for doing this.
It's gonna happen to you. I'm afraid to look in the mirror. I'm afraid I'm gonna see an old lady.
Well, then don't make yourself like that.
She's all waiting for the coffin. I'm 56 years old. And what I gotta do with myself?
Go out. Do something.
Am I an old dog to lay near the fire till my eyes close?
No, just don't do it. You're making yourself like it.
Listen.
It's gonna happen to you. It's gonna happen to you.
It's no talking to her.
What are you gonna do if Marty gets married? What are you gonna cook? Where's the noise?
You don't have to have that.
It's a curse to be a widow.
Can I imagine that back then things were a lot more lonely? though.
I'm gonna put my things in a bag and I come to you tomorrow.
Oh, good. She is going. Good. Is she now thinking, oh God, what have I lumbered myself with?
Hey, you teach chemistry. That's funny. Where? What school?
Benjamin Franklin High School.
I went Theodore Roosevelt right up here on Fordham Road.
It's so good together. I love it.
German was my best class. Des. Hey, I still remember. You know how long I graduated high school? June 1937. Holy cow! 15, 17 years ago.
Yeah, I had the same revelation when I
Where did it all go?
realised that time flew past.
Wow, time goes on, boy. My old man died December 1937. 2 o'clock in the morning he died. I was only 18 years old and
My God.
my father died right in the middle of playing cards, right at the table. He had a heart attack. He had low blood pressure, my old man. He used to faint a lot, you know?
Oh, bless him. So young.
I never talked so much in all my life.
And his dad passed away.
Well, I'm going to shut up now and let you get a word in. 17 years ago. What I've been doing myself all that time. There I go again.
Living life. Time whirring past.
Well, I'm going to shut up now and let you get a word in.
But it's good that he's like this because he's always quite quiet, yeah.
Because usually I'm not like this. Usually there I go again. I can't stop talking. Like I started to say,
There he goes again.
I can't stop my mouth.
She likes
You
it.
got a real nice face, you know? Really a nice face.
She's lovely.
Thank you.
Is he going to find out more about her, though? Hope so. Oh, God. Yeah, he left his friend there. He's like, where's Marty got? I mean, that's probably one thing I wouldn't do, is I wouldn't like have gone there with a friend and then have just abandoned him halfway through.
Marty, you in here?
Marty! No! No one in here called Marty. Just let him have fun. I think he's going to be annoyed, though, because he's just abandoned him.
So I'm in a kneeling position. If you ever try shooting a BAR in a kneeling position, you know what
His friend will be happy for him, though, because he hasn't been able to find a girl for ages, and he's eventually has found a girl.
5 bullseyes.
It's good that she's laughing with him, though.
Shot in a whole battalion.
It's always good if the person you're with laughs to your jokes. And laughs like that as well. Truly laughs.
So when I get out of the army, Clara, I was lost.
Oh God, now it's gone so depressing now.
I was 25 years old. What was I going to do, go back to my old job? I thought maybe I'd go to college, but my brother Freddie, he wanted to get married.
Just realised he hasn't let her talk the entire time. I know he said that he talks,
I used to walk
but
the streets till 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. My poor mother.
you've been there for your mum, though.
God forgive me what I'm going to say now, but I used to think of doing away with myself.
No, don't ever think that.
I used to stand on the subway sometimes, and I used to feel a track sucking me down.
Yes, I know.
Well, she felt the same.
I'm Catholic, you know, and even to think about it is a terrible sin.
Yes, I know.
Because she feels the same.
So then Mr. Terry, he offered me this job in his butcher shop, and
Listen to her, she's saying the same thing.
I didn't want to be a butcher.
There's nothing wrong with being a butcher.
It's a good job.
It's in a lower social scale. People look down on butchers.
Huh? If you enjoy it, that's all that matters.
I don't.
Mr. Terry wants to sell his shop now. It's a nice little shop, 35% markup, which is not unreasonable. 100, 150 bucks a week.
It's a steady job.
It's my feeling that you really want to buy this shop.
Well, that's true, I do.
I think he does, yeah.
So I got to take a loan out in the bank. Oh, it's a big note to carry.
But if you want to do it, it'll make you happy.
I've known you for 3 hours, but I know you're a good butcher. You're an intelligent, decent, sensitive man. I have a feeling about you.
Aww.
One of my kids comes in to see me. They have so much warmth and so much capacity. That's the feeling I have about you.
She's a woman of little words, but
If you were one of my students, I'd say to you, go ahead and buy the butcher shop.
incredibly intriguing.
You're a good butcher.
Lovely. Oh, that's the first time he's had anybody really say that kind of thing, I think.
Well, there's lots of things I could do at this shop.
Someone that's kind of pushing along and saying, yes, you can do it. Someone who believes in him, other than his mum.
I could organize my own supermarket, get a bunch of neighborhood merchants together. What do you think?
I think
You can do it.
anything you want to do, you'll do well.
I'm Catholic. Are you Catholic?
Yes, I am.
He's like, it's a match made in heaven.
I only got about $3. I only live about 8 blocks from here. Why don't we walk back to my house? I'll run in, pick up some dough, and we can step out somewhere.
I really should get
Oh,
home.
it's only 11:45.
I really should get home. I told my father.
Have a bit of fun. Oh, she lives with her dad as well.
Well, I suppose a little while longer.
Yay.
Do you suppose there's someplace around here I could put on some makeup?
You don't need any makeup, you look lovely.
Got ladies' room around here? In the back. In the back.
Aww. I love these two together. They're so lovely. They're perfect for each other. He helps bring some of her out, and she definitely helps to bring him out of his shell as well. His friend is not gonna be happy. Like I said, I'm hoping that he sees him and goes, the old dog is happy. He isn't in there. Oh, unless he might be actually with the girl, because he said about stepping out somewhere, but...
But she told me that she already had 6.
No.
Big as a barrel.
You seen Marty?
Oh, I ain't seen him all
Maybe
night.
first.
Where's everybody?
The women are like, don't talk over us.
Fine, healthy boy.
What's he doing? He's just listening to the conversation. Stop being nosy. Yeah, he's just getting fully engrossed in their story. Do you know what I love about this film? Like I was saying about the play thing, it's just taking place mainly over this night.
It's silly to think of commuting.
And following those little tiny details of the start of relationships.
Somebody suggested that I buy a car. I'm terrified of cars. I'm always afraid I'll kill someone.
Yeah, I can understand that being a worry.
I could never hope to be the head of a department in the New York City system, especially not in the science course.
Yeah, but if you could drive, then yeah, you could.
I'm not sure I want to be a department head. Told you about my father. Well, he depends on me.
I think you're kidding yourself.
What about what?
I mean, I used to think about leaving home, you know? And that's what I used to say. My mother needs me. When you really come down to it, that ain't it at all.
Yeah, they want you to stay at home.
Oh, I mean, it's a big step when you go out on your own.
Some parents also try and keep you at home, though.
Well, I think you're kidding yourself when you say your father needs you. Actually, you need your father. You know what I mean? You're living home now, and you got your father and mother there, and...
I know what it means. It's safety.
I'm afraid of being lonely.
Yeah.
You won't be so lonely. You make friends right away.
And you've met someone.
I don't make friends easily.
You're talking about. You're a real likable person.
You did with him.
You make friends up there in Portchester 123. Or I'll come up and visit you. Call me up when you feel blue, or I'll call you up.
Or you might just be there in the same house.
Hey, Marty! Hey, Marty!
The friend.
Marty, over here!
Oh no, it's not.
Hello, Ralph! Excuse me a minute.
Could she not come over with you?
You like this guy? He's a nice guy.
Who's this, Marty? Oh, this guy's a nice guy, this guy.
Well, this guy's a nice guy, this guy. You'll like this guy, he's a nice guy.
Hey, Marty, we got an odd squirrel. You interested?
Is this the guy from earlier when he said, I've got the 2 nurses?
Hey, Louise, I want you to meet Marty Paletti. Marty, that's Louise Kelly in the back there.
He is, isn't it?
Listen, Marty, these are squirrels and nurses.
Yep, this is the nurse thing.
All going over Leo's house later because there's nobody there. These are the girls I told you about.
God, half the men in this are just after one thing.
I'm with a girl, Ralph.
Yeah.
Get rid of her.
No.
There's some money in the bank.
I can't do that because somebody already brushed her off once tonight.
Yeah, he's having fun.
This is a good deal here, Marty.
No, don't blow her off. Please. For the love of God, please.
I can't do it, Ralph.
Thanks
you. Anyway, huh?
I'm thankful that he didn't just let her go. I couldn't see him doing it because he seems like such a lovely guy. He is such a lovely guy. 1, he wouldn't let her walk home by herself. 2, he wouldn't strand her there anyway. And he's really getting along with her.
Wait a minute, I'll find the light.
Oh, this is his house.
Sit down.
If the mum comes back to see some random girl in there with him, is she going to be okay with that?
Very long.
Oh, sure.
Have a nice cup of tea.
So I was telling you, my kid brother Nicky got married last Sunday. It was a very nice affair.
Ask about her.
I'm a butcher, so I know a pretty good hunk of meat when I see it. And
She looks lovely.
make yourself comfortable. You look all tense.
Fine.
You want me to take you home? I'll take you home.
He's like, I want someone for some company.
Maybe it would be a good idea.
No. She's probably feeling quite nervous though. Being in this, this guy's house she's only just known for a bit.
No, Marty, please.
I like you. I've been telling you all night I like you.
Yeah, but she doesn't want...
Please.
No,
Please.
no, Marty.
No, Marty, no.
All right, I'll take you home. All I wanted was a lousy kiss. Do you think I was going to try something serious? My mother coming home any minute?
I know he just wanted to kiss, but you gotta let things happen naturally.
I just didn't feel like it, that's all.
You can't just force yourself. Maybe he's afraid of the chance slipping away, or he's not had any conversations like this with anybody, has he?
I'm old enough to know better. Comes New Year's Eve, everybody starts arranging parties. I'm the guy they got to dig up a date for.
You don't need a date for New Year's. I didn't have a date for New Year's, and I loved it.
I'd like to see you again.
Oh,
Very much.
yay.
The reason I didn't let you kiss me was because I just didn't know how to handle the situation.
Oh, bless her.
You're the kindest man I ever met. The reason I tell you this is because I want to see you again.
Because I like you very much. Yay.
I know that when you take me home, I'm just going to lie on my
Think
bed
about
and
you
think
constantly.
about you.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so pleased for him as
I
well.
want very much
And
to
for her.
see you again.
He's done it. He's found someone who actually wants to be with him.
What are you doing tomorrow night?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I'll call you up tomorrow. Maybe we'll go see a movie.
I'd like that. Very much.
The reason I can't be more definite now is because my Aunt Catherine's probably coming over tomorrow.
Yeah, good point. Yeah. Oh God, I hope everything's going to be okay, Annie.
I'll wait for your call.
God, please call her, please. I've got this horrible feeling that he's, with everything that's going on, he might forget or.
I better take you home now.
I like the, do you see the lighting there? Flicker. Someone was holding a mirror up to reflect the lighting, sorry, onto their faces. Or it was a reflector anyway. Maybe not a mirror, but it was a reflector. Is she going to kiss him?
What are you doing New Year's Eve?
No.
Nothing.
Oh, that. The natural kiss. Oh. I'm tearing up. Oh.
Marty.
I've got a girl here, Ma. I'm about to take her home.
When you come home,
We just got here. Ma, I want you to meet Miss Clara Snyder.
Is she going to be okay with her?
sit down. Sit down.
We're about to go.
Well, we were just going. Thank you anyway.
Sit down. Marty, tell us that.
She's like, I'm about to go.
You offer young lady some fruit?
Well, I offered her, Ma, but she don't want nothing.
No, thank you, really, Mrs. Paletti.
All her life she had her own house. She's just a older woman sleeping on a daughter-in-law couch. It's a curse to be a mother. Your children grow up and then what is left for you to do?
Oh no, now is Marty going to feel bad?
What is a mother's life but her children? It's a very sad thing. Your son has no place for you in his house.
Couldn't she find some kind of hobby to fill out her time?
What can she do? She cook and she clean.
This is why I said, like, can she not get something to do? And
You gotta have a house to clean. You gotta have children to cook for.
not necessarily.
Terrible years for a mother.
You mustn't feel too harshly against her daughter-in-law. She probably also wants to have a house to clean and children to cook for.
You don't think my sister Katerina should live in her daughter-in-law house?
Well,
No.
I don't know them, but as a rule, I don't think a mother-in-law should live with a young couple.
It's not healthy for either.
Where you think a mother-in-law should go?
Her own place.
Well, I don't think a mother should depend so much upon her children for her rewards in life.
Or was it? I don't know if she's going to be okay with that.
That's what they teach you in New York University. In a real life, it don't work out like this. You wait until you are a mother.
It's silly of me to argue about it. I don't know the people involved.
Ma, it's getting late and I better take her home.
Is the mum
Good night,
going
Mrs. Paletti. I'm
be-
very glad to have met you. I hope I see you again.
to a bit jealous about her? About her, like, taking her son away from her? Now she's feeling the same as she is, isn't she? That look of fear in her face. She's now feeling like the other lady.
Hey!
Is he going to rip him away from me?
Hey, Marty!
Oh no! Oh no! I left you. I'm so sorry. What'd you do?
I've been looking all over for you.
Well, I looked all over for you. Couldn't find
Well,
you.
I was looking all over for you.
Thought we were going to come right back. But we got to talking. Hey, listen, Angie, I want you to meet Clara. Clara, this is my best friend, Angie.
Using it like.
How do you do?
Hello.
Oh no! Talk to her. Say something.
What are we going to do now?
Oh, I'm going to take Clara home.
You want me to ride down with you?
What for?
No.
It's early.
Well, must be 1 o'clock.
It's Saturday night. There's still plenty of action around.
No. He doesn't want action. No.
I got to get up at 10 o'clock mass tomorrow.
Okay, I'll see you.
Oh, I feel bad for his friend because like, he went out with him for the evening and then he just kind of abandoned him. So I do feel bad for that. But at the same time, he should have said, look, mate, I'll see you tomorrow or whichever day. And you can see that as I see it knows. I think that's the reflection of the boom mic. Just there. Yeah, it is. He just quickly pulled it out because you could see Shadow. He's like, oh, hang on.
Okay, so I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
Give her a hug.
I'll see you tomorrow night.
Okay.
Oh, they're so lovely together.
Good night.
He's going to do the little skip of joy. Was that his like running of happiness? She's all giddy. She's like, I've met someone. Is her dad going to be okay with her being out that late though? Oh, unless he has to get like the last bus home. The bus doesn't turn up, so he has to stay at her place. And then imagine if that happened to her, and then the mum would feel like he's with her all night and she's ripping him away from her. Like I said, oh, he's so happy. Yeah, that's right. He's doing the little the happy victory thing, yeah. Oh, Marty, be careful, don't get run over, please. It's good that he's happy. Ooh, that's a great shot. Lingering there, and then it stays there as he walks up the stairs as well. Kind of reminded me of the shot that we saw in Sunset Boulevard. Mum isn't happy because she thinks the same thing.
I think I'm gonna buy Patsy's shop.
Come on, you were really happy before. She thinks he's going to be stolen away from her.
You hear what I said, Ma?
Come on, Marty, because it's 9 o'clock.
You mind coming home alone from church because I want to finance you. I think he sought me for something.
Okay.
Is Thomas bringing that Catherine over here or what?
I don't know. And now, will you please go outside because I gotta put on my clothes.
All right. So what are you getting so sore about?
Yep, she's getting a bit antsy about it.
Marty, please excuse what I say.
Okay, Ma.
Do you think I feel lousy about this,
Ginny, I don't want to talk anymore about it.
Oh, so maybe they are fighting a lot.
I think I got an hour's sleep the whole night. Last night was the first time in my life I ever heard my mother cry. You know that?
Oh.
You know what you're gonna say? Man's gotta stop being his mother's baby sooner or later. How many times you gonna say it? She's my mother, you know. I ought to have some feeling about it, don't you think?
Why do you always put me in a position to feel lost?
I do feel for him. Yeah, for both of them in their own situations.
We're never going to be happy unless we have a chance to work out our own lives.
Yeah, to be by yourselves.
Whispers like this the rest of our lives. We got to have some privacy.
Eggshells is no good for a relationship.
Ma.
But she's packing. That's good.
Go to Mass.
I got plenty of time to go to Mass. Let me drive you over, will you, Ma?
Thomas, leave me alone.
And now he's going to feel like he's let his mum down.
All right, get dressed, because I'm going to drive my mother over. Why couldn't you get along with her? Why couldn't you make just a little effort? She's a little...
It's not his wife's fault.
I don't want to hear any more about it, you hear me?
Oh, this is going to break him up. I love how they all look so prim and proper. Ah, the 50s were fantastic. It just all seems so lovely.
Hello, Aunt Teresa.
A lot of hard times, though, I can understand that, but...
My mother drives me crazy. I had to beg her to let me drive her over here.
Please, go to Mass, huh? He wake up this morning with salt in his nose.
Marty's so happy, and I don't think he can see that his mum's not too happy.
Food, you go upstairs, take any room you want, okay?
You want a cup of coffee?
I love a cup of coffee.
Oh, hi, Virginia. Oh, you brought him over, huh? Oh, let me hold him for a minute. Petey boy. Yeah.
I don't think they're going to be together very long.
Yeah, you're big enough like a lamb now.
Well, they're going through something anyway.
Move out to California.
What are you so sore about?
Oh, shut up. Will you do me a favor?
It's the supermarkets. Now, that's what I want to ask you.
They want to have an argument. They don't get enough time to each other.
My brother, but you wouldn't let her. She couldn't use the kitchen?
I told her she could use the kitchen anytime she wants.
You had to be the boss in the kitchen all the time.
Listen, she doesn't want to use my pots and pans.
Pots and pans, my foot.
What do you want me to
He was about to say something else. He's like, my foot.
You and Virginia can fight anytime. Say I'm the butcher, and Aldo Capelli, he's the...
He still wants to do the argument.
But he works on the...
What are you talking about? Do you know what you're talking about?
Business stuff.
You got a good job, you got no wife, you got no responsibilities. Boy, I wish I was you, boy. Take the baby, will you? For Pete's sake, you're a single man with no responsibilities. Stay that way, boy. Take my advice.
The supermarkets don't carry Italian meat.
Italian? Who buys Italian meat anymore? You think my wife buys Italian meat? She goes down to the A&P, picks up a lamb chop wrapped in cellophane, opens a can of peas, and that's dinner, boy.
Just because you've got issues doesn't mean everyone else has to...
Marty, would you see that my mother is nice and comfortable?
Oh, sure. But this girl...
What girl? What does she know? Marty, take care of my mother, will you?
I think he's going to leave her. It's just me being the gossip. I think he's going to leave her. They don't seem well together.
You know, last night, when I come home from your house,
Marty had a girl here.
Marty was here with a girl.
Who?
Marty.
Your son, Marty?
Well, which Marty you think would be here in this house with a girl?
Not Marty, your son.
With the lights on.
With the lights on. Yes.
This girl is a college graduate.
It wasn't like that.
They're the worst. College girls are one step from the street, I tell you. Oh. My son Joseph's wife, you know, she type on a typewriter. One step from the street.
This is the first time Marty brought home a girl.
Yeah.
She looked like a nice girl.
She's lovely.
I think Marty has a feeling for this girl.
It's good.
You heard him sing? Sing like that all morning.
That's all. You see, today, tomorrow, in a week.
She's gonna twist her. She was just starting to feel okay.
It's no good to be a single man. Then he's gonna say to you, hey, Ma.
Move out.
So why don't we sell this old house and move in a nicer part of town?
I don't sell this house. This is my husband's house. I had 6 children in this house.
I don't think Marty will tell her to move.
In a couple of months, you're gonna be an old lady sleeping on a couch in your daughter-in-law's house.
Katerina, where you go, rain go. Someday you're gonna smile. We're gonna have a big holiday.
Love that way you go, rain goes. Because she's miserable all the time.
Boy, this place is really coming to pieces. You know, I think we ought to sell this place. The
No!
whole joint's going to pieces.
She was right. No, he didn't mean it like that.
You know what we ought to do, Mom?
Get a nice place uptown.
We ought to get one of those nice new apartments they're building down on Southern Boulevard. A nicer part of town, you know?
No. Can't believe she was right. She's there like, I'm right.
Understand?
Eat.
Bye, Aunt Catherine.
Goodbye.
Oh, she's just there gleaming with gleaming with joy. Are they back on kind of better terms with each other?
That was a nice looking girl last night, huh? She wasn't a very good looking girl, but she looked like a nice girl.
She wasn't a very good looking.
Girl, not pretty.
I heard you, Mom.
What? She's just...
She looked a little bit old for you.
Yeah, she's just trying to nitpick
She's 29, Mom.
to stop him from going with her.
She's more than 29 years old, Marty. That's what she tells you. She looked 35, 40 years old.
No, she didn't. Stop being so catty.
She don't look like Italian girl. I say, is she Italian girl?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think so, Mom.
Yeah, she's trying to put you off her.
What a family she comes from. Something about her I don't like.
I wonder why you don't like her. Like I said.
She comes to your empty house alone. College girls. They all have one step from the street.
Well, what are you talking about? She's a nice girl.
Taking that off of what's her name?
I don't like her.
You don't like her. You only met her for 2 minutes.
Don't bring her up at the house no more.
Well, what didn't you like about her?
I don't know. She don't look like Italian to me.
Because she is trying to take you away from me.
Well, what are you getting so worked up about? I only met the girl last night. Probably not going to see her again anyhow.
And she just suddenly turns up there.
Oh, hello.
Hi, Marty.
Hi, Ralph.
Dead in there tonight.
I hear you really got stuck with a dog last night.
Well, who told you that?
No. Oh, the friend.
She was a scrawny-looking thing.
No.
She wasn't so bad.
She was lovely.
Was Angie here already?
He was here last night till about 2.
Oh yeah, how did he get on with the nurses? He probably doesn't want to talk to him now because he didn't go with him.
How'd you make out with those nurses last night?
Man, didn't I tell you? You know, the one that was for you?
They both went with him.
So she got loaded drunk. You should have seen what she was doing there. Crazy girls running around drunk, you know.
I thought maybe he was faking it.
We're trying to get this crazy girl out through the window.
He's making it up, isn't he?
So how'd you make out?
I had a nice time. She's a nice girl. I didn't try anything.
Don't let your mum put her off her. She's lovely.
I just met her last night, you know. She's a nice girl. We just talked.
Gotta leave some privacy. No, guys are always just like, oh, what'd she do?
You see Angie, tell him I went home. I'll see him after lunch, huh?
He's now going to be feeling torn.
Marty, I want to talk to you.
I don't want to talk right now, Mom.
He's now feeling conflicted. He's like, I like the girl, but... is it the right thing for me? Should I focus on family and friends? I've gone through the same kind of thing. Strangely. Exact same thing.
So the whole book winds up Mike Hammer. He's in the room there with this doll. He says, "You're a rat."
You're a rat.
And she says, "How could you do that? It was easy."
Boy, that Mickey's Spillane, boy.
Guy up a road.
Come on. We got a whole pot in the kitchen. We'll give you a plate of your own.
I couldn't eat nothing.
What I like about Mickey Spillane is he knows on it.
Just nicking his food.
One book, he picks up this tomato. She's been hit by a car, and she throws a pass at him.
Wait, no, he said a tomato as well. Tomato, sorry, as well. They grow tomatoes in Italy, don't they? Is tomato the name of an Italian girl? Is that what they... I vaguely remember a thing of Italian.
I was going to call up that girl from last night. Thought I'd take her to a movie.
You kidding?
You were very impolite last night. I introduced you to that girl, and you just turned right around and walked off.
Yeah, exactly.
It got me mad, that's why.
Because you left me.
Put it away, will you? My mother's right out on the porch.
Hey, Marty, what do you say? Let's go down 72nd Street area tonight?
And again, his friends are trying to take him away from the girl.
I don't feel like going, Angie. I thought I'd take this girl to a movie.
Billy must have made out good last night.
We just talked.
Well, she must be some talker. She must be about 50 years old.
No, she was not.
Guy ought to marry a girl 20 years younger than he is, so that when he's 40, she's still a real pretty doll at 21.
That means he'd have to marry the girl when she was 1 year old.
Very young. That's just weird.
Never thought of that.
I didn't think she was so bad looking.
Well, she must have kept you in the shadows all night.
Marty, you don't want to hang around with dogs.
She's not a dog.
I told this dog I'd call her up today.
Don't call her a dog, Marty.
Russia. Listen, you want to come with me tonight or you want to go with that dog?
Well, what are you getting so soft
Because I looked all over for you last night, you know that?
She has a name.
You didn't like her at all?
Nothing.
No, he didn't like her because he was taken away by her. Oh, he's getting second thoughts. He's like, friends, family, nobody likes her. Marty, it's whoever you feel is right for you. Same with anybody out there. Same as whoever feels right for you. Doesn't matter about friends and family, as long as you like them. I've got to say, it's incredible acting in this film. Like, you really do feel that dynamic between his mum and him. And the way they feel about every little thing.
So what are you gonna do tonight, Marty?
Meet the girl.
I'm all knocked out. I may just hang around the house and...
That's what she wants you to do.
Maybe I'll go down and see what Angie and the boys are doing. I'll see you later, Mom.
Marty, call her, please. She's waiting for you.
Privilege of having Jackie Gleason make his TV debut on our...
Jackie Gleason.
So tonight on our anniversary show...
Oh, her family seems so lovely.
Oh, now leave me alone, will you?
Oh, no. Oh, bless her. She's crying. Oh, Clara, don't cry. You make me cry.
About 8 o'clock.
Go. Please. Call her.
You guys feel like working up a game of cards?
He's still so torn.
Let's go to Union City. No, you're the guy don't even want to ride.
He needs time to himself just to think.
What do you feel like doing, Angie?
I don't know. What do you feel like doing?
I don't know. George, what are you doing tonight?
What are you doing tonight? I don't know. What are you doing tonight? Miserable and lonely and stupid. What am I, crazy or something? I got something good here. What am I hanging around with you guys for?
Good man. I was going to say that he answered that when he said, George, what are you doing? But I think he was just interrupting mid-sentence, like...
You don't like her. My mother don't like her. She's a dog and I'm a fat, ugly man. Well, all I know is I had a good time last night.
Yes.
I'm going to have a good time tonight. If we have enough good times together, I'm going to get down on my knees. I'm going to beg that girl to marry me.
To have good times forever.
Party on New Year's, I got a date for that party. You don't like her. That's too bad.
Yep, because you do, and that's all that matters. God, good man. Please answer the phone. Please be okay with him.
Hey, Ange, when are you going to get married? You're going to be ashamed of yourself. You're 33 years old, all your kid brothers are married. You're going to be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah, because that's everything he kept saying to him.
Excuse me,
Go
Ange.
away, bye-bye.
Hello, Clara.
Oh. Yes. God, I wanted to see if they actually did get together and what his mum thought, and I wanted more.
Hey Marty, hey Marty, what happened with you?
What's happening with me?
Today we had a party. Hey Marty, hey Marty, hey Marty.
I like this song. That's brilliant. I don't think I've felt something so emphatically emotional about. I felt so strongly for each of those characters. This is what I was saying by they're such good actors. The Ernest guy and then the one who plays his mum. They were just so good matching the emotions to how a real mother and son would. She's picking up on all of the beats, all of his emotional beats, and it somehow relaying itself so well to us, the audience, because they are just amazing actors, especially the one who plays Clara. Absolutely phenomenal. Both Marty and Clara and that, they had such a good bond between each other, and you could see it. You could see it on screen. I wish that was longer. Maybe even if it was just even a little bit of a jump forward or something. We see them a couple of months later. They're having a bit of dinner. Then the mum walks in through the door. The mum's okay with them being together. And everyone's a bit more happy. I know you kind of get that from that. But the mum isn't quite feeling okay. And I feel like in some ways they did that to make you think, look, it's like real life. Things will happen as they happen. He has moved on. Like, he is not just sitting around the house, caring about his mum, and that he is his own man now. He is out doing his own thing, living his own life. He's got a girl that he wants to eventually marry one day and have kids with, potentially. And he really does like her, maybe even loves her. So what? But that's why I love that bit at the end when he goes, so what am I doing? And he goes, what am I doing being here? I had a really good time last night. I want to have a good time again tonight.
What am I, crazy or something? I got something good here. What am I hanging around with you guys for?
You know, he was sort of going into the fact that he almost wants to have a good time for the rest of his life. However long he's able to be with her, he wants to be in this happy feeling that he was in, because for ages he was without people, and people are always constantly telling him, as you know, because you saw it, people are always constantly telling him about, when you're going to get married, etc. He's finally found the girl that he wants to do that with, and people don't seem too happy about him being with her. So I can completely get where he's coming from. Personally, I was the same. This is what I was saying about feeling like it's very related with me in some ways, and plus same age, same name. It's very strange, and it's so difficult to sort of tear your heart away from, like, do I want to be with this person if my family and friends don't like them, or as I did feel at the time, is no, I like them, I want to be with them. And in that kind of situation, you just say, I'm going to go with my heart. And whilst it wasn't a good fit for me in the end, you still enjoyed the ride. I mean, isn't that what life's all about anyway? I know this sounds very cliche, but isn't that what life is all about? This is a saying, I think it's a poem actually, called The Dash. And it's a very strong poem that's very close to my heart.
Hi, my name is Linda Ellis. 27 years ago, I wrote a poem titled The Dash. Would you be proud of the things they say about how you spent your dash?
On your gravestone, you have 2 dates, which is the day you are born and the day you die. And in between that is the dash. And that dash is your life, to make it as long or as happy, as poignant as you want to make it. So make it an incredible one. Do what you want to do and just live. It hits so close to my heart. And there's also a song, from what I remember, called The Dash as well, about the same thing. And it's beautiful.
In the dash between, how we spend that dash was the dash between.
To me, it makes perfect sense. You should do what's right for you. And after so many situations that life puts you through, you just want to have this happy existence. You just want to live your life. You feel for her character. She's being left there, being abandoned by this blind date that she was on, and you kind of know how she's feeling, because I'm sure at some point in your life you've gone through that pain of rejection. Yeah, from start to finish, it really hits home. I think what we're going to do is we are going to go through some of the trivia now. Oh my God, hitting the trivia with a massive one right at the start. Betsy Blair, who played Clara, was almost not permitted to do the film by Hetched Lancaster Productions and United Artists due to the 1950s Hollywood blacklist. However, her husband at the time, Gene Kelly, I had no idea that she was with Gene Kelly, another brilliant actor, basically blackmailed both of the companies into casting her at the last minute by threatening not to direct or star in any of the United Artists or the other production companies if she was not cast in the role. Oh, very, very, very strong words there from Mr. Gene Kelly. Delbert Mann had no idea who to cast in the lead role, so asked his friend Robert Aldrich. Aldrich immediately suggested Ernest Borgnine. Mann was skeptical, as Borgnine was only known for playing heavies, but Aldrich convinced him. My names and pronunciations are probably all over the place for this, apologies, because you've got Aldrich and you've got Borgnine, and I don't think I've pronounced either of those correctly. Borgnine regularly said that he owed his career to Robert Aldrich.
Now, Paddy's reading all the other parts, my mother and everything else, and I'm reading Marty. And we got to the part where he says, why don't you put on the blue suit? And I turned to him and I said, Mom, don't you understand? I'm just an ugly, ugly man. And I started to cry because I was that much into it, you know? And I saw him crying. And I looked at Delbert and he was crying. And inwardly I said, God, I've got the part. It was the best performance of my life that day.
The only time in film history that the producers spent more on a film's award campaign than they did on making the movie. Wow. The film's award campaign was $400,000 and the film was only made with $343,000. At 90 minutes long, this is the shortest of all films that have won the Academy Award for Best Picture. Oh, thank God it did. Beautifully done film.
Marty, Harold left.
Thank you very much. It's very fortunate to live in a country where any man, no matter how humble his origin, can become president, and to be part of an industry where any picture, no matter how low its budget, can win the Oscar. All of us who worked on Marty are especially fortunate for this great honor, for to us all, from the very beginning, it was a labor of love. Thank you.
A Moscow screening of the film during a 1959 cultural exchange program made it the first US feature seen in the USSR since World War II. See, I feel like this next piece of information is what films need to get back to these days, because films now are so expensive to make. They have to make back so much money. So this says, film historians have credited this film with demonstrating the viability of low-budget, independently produced films in the US and the proliferation of such films. Studio executives were well aware that low-budget, independent and realistic films had been successful in Europe for many years, but most studios were skeptical that such successes would occur in the US. Marty's financial success and critical acclaim demonstrated that low-budget productions with lesser-known casts could be profitable in the US states and could compete with European art house productions on an artistic level. The film cemented United Artists' reputation as a haven for daring independent producers, inspired rival studios such as MGM and 20th Century Fox to delve into a similar brand of filmmaking.
Ernest,
For the sake of sounding repetitious, I just want to thank my mother for giving me the idea going in and doing this, getting into this wonderful profession. My pop for being steadfast, my lovely wife for helping me. Thank you very, very much. And to the Heck Lancaster organization, I just can't express my thanks. Thank you one and all.
The show that this was based upon, or at least the episode of a show for the Philco Television Playhouse, I want to say, and it was an episode that I believe was called Marty, about Marty Paletti, a 36-year-old butcher. So he was 36 in that, and they've aged him down to be 34 in this, which is even stranger for me because of my age. But yes, that episode from the Philco Television Playhouse aired May 24th, 1953. The film expanded the role of Clara, and subplots about Marty's career and his mother and her sister were added. You can check out the full thing online, and I'll put the link in the description below for that. And here is a snippet of that said episode.
Give up now, huh? You have a bachelor on your hands. I ain't never gonna get married.
You're gonna get married.
Sooner or later, I gotta face the facts that whatever girls like, I ain't got it, that's all. Well, I had a good time last night. I'm gonna call her up tonight, and if I have a good time tonight and enough good times, I'm gonna get down on my knees.
But yeah, I didn't know that Rod Steiger, who had originated in the role of Marty in the TV production, had turned down the role in the movie because the Hecht Lancaster Productions contract would have bound him for years. Apparently the company also said they didn't want to cast Steiger as they felt the public would not want to pay to see the same actor as they would have seen for free on TV. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Wow, this is reportedly one of the most profitable films ever made. Funnily enough, what I said earlier about the profitability. It says the film, which cost only $340,000 to make and generated rentals of $3 million. Wow! This was shot in just 16 days with another 3 days for reshoots. That was it. It surprises me that back in 1955 this only took 16 days to shoot. That is very, very impressive. Oh, Marty tells Clara that his father died of a heart attack during a card game. Harry Chayefsky, the father of screenwriter Paddy Chayefsky, died under exactly the same circumstances, so he took something that was real to him and then made it part of the story. See, I like that when films do that because it makes it just feel so more real, which is probably why a lot of that film felt real, if he did take things from his real life and put them into the film itself. Amazingly, the film was such an unexpected box office hit that United Artists had to order 200 additional prints to meet demand. Fantastic. Just so you know, by the way, there's so many bits of trivia here. I'm rifling through these for some of the best ones, and then everything else you can go and check out over on the IMDb page, which is where I read these from. I always find it fascinating to find these bits of info and to read them to you guys, so I hope you really enjoy these. It was Augusta Scioli's debut. He played the brother-in-law's mother, I want to say. Wow. Ernest Benin's Best Actor Oscar-winning performance was the only nominee in the category in a Best Picture nominee that year. I did not know this. Uncredited, because he didn't play a part in the film itself, but he did produce it, was Burt Lancaster.
Hello, I'm Burt Lancaster.
I didn't realise that. I know he's an actor from back then, but I didn't realise he was the producer on this. And obviously, director was Delbert Mann with the writer Paddy Chayefsky. But yeah, I didn't realise that he was a producer. I was looking at the trivia section, and underneath that is the goofs section, and one of the goofs, or one of the movie mistakes, is that when Marty and Clara are walking on the street on Saturday night, a woman approaches a no parking sign, turns and waves to the camera. It just stuck out to me and I thought it was quite funny. Apparently somewhere in the film Jerry Orbach's in there. I didn't see him in that. It does say he's uncredited. Yeah, that's been some of the trivia for Marty from 1955. There is tons on there that I could potentially go through and read to you guys. Quite a bit of it does seem to be snippets of information or very short sort of facts and bits of trivia and stuff, but I'll leave you guys to check those out for yourself. It was the sort of more interesting, more meaty ones that I wanted to delve into today. I hope you guys really enjoy doing these trivia pieces, because it's always just real fun for me to find out bits of information and explore the world that we've just been in for a couple of hours, if that makes sense. Now, if you guys have been watching my videos for a while, you'll know that at the end of most film reactions, I tend to say to you guys, here's a secret word or phrase to pop in the comments if you've got this far and watched it and really enjoyed the video, because it helps me to understand who watches it. And I always have a huge smile whenever I see someone mention it in the comments. I do read the comments. I just do take a while to get back to you, but I will read them. I promise you. I've been trying to think of a phrase for people to put below in the comments, and the only thing I can think of is part of the tagline, because obviously my name's Marty, the channel is Movies with Marty, so I thought that the tagline of the film Marty is everybody's raving about Marty. So I thought, why don't I say the phrase is not the entire thing, because that'd be far too long for you guys to have to type out, but everybody's raving. Just that. So yeah, if you did like this and you want to put a little secret saying below that nobody will really understand what you mean other than me or anybody else that's seen to the end of the video, then comment everybody's raving in the comments below. One piece of information that I brought up in the film, I believe, the fact that Marty is the main character from Back to the Future, and they go back to 1955. Doc eventually meets his girlfriend / wife, who is named Clara. There's so many links back to this film from Back to the Future that I wonder if maybe that was a purposeful thing. Anyway, back to the video. Future Editing Marty, very last minute addition to this is I found a deleted scene. It's probably widely known, but out of the many hours of research that I did, obviously editing the film itself and checking out special features, etc., I didn't see this scene until now. This is a deleted scene of Clara going into her home and speaking to her mum and her dad about the date that she went on with Marty. It's a really heartwarming and beautiful scene, and I just want to show you guys a few clips from it. Obviously I can't show you them in full due to copyright, so I'll place the link to where you can see the scene in the description below.
Did you have a nice time?
I had a very nice time.
So you enjoyed yourself.
Yes, I did.
He seemed like a very nice young man, that young doctor.
Met a girl he knew at the dance, and well, he left with her. I met a fellow. He's a butcher. Well, we sat at 9 o'clock until midnight, talking. I was just trying to figure out why I enjoyed myself so much. I decided to take the job in Portchester because it's really a question of maturity. I could go on living here and being a little girl all my life, Papa. Just kept rattling, and I don't seem to be able to stop talking.
You did have a good time tonight.
It was very pleasant.
I love that girl so much, Alice. But she should learn to stand on her own feet. I hope that young man calls tomorrow at 2:30.
But the one thing that I would say from my life that I'd love to pass to you guys that I felt in my life is with your parents, make sure that you tell them how much they mean to you and tell them that you love them. And the same with your loved ones. Do the exact same thing, because I know this sounds so cliche and I feel like I'm getting very emotional about this, but you never know when that last day is. You never know when anything's going to happen. And if you can even just today or tomorrow, just tell them you are so thankful and grateful for everything that they've done for you, will go a hell of a long way. Because it could be a situation where your loved one or your friend, family, whoever it is, something happens to them and you're then not able to say it. And you'll then kick yourself because you think, I had a chance every single day of my life to say this to them. Even if you say it now, 5 years pass and something happens, you know that you said it at some point. I'll put this out there. So I had someone personal to me, someone very, very close to me pass away. And I said to them about a month, 2 weeks to a month before they passed, I told them how much I loved them, how much they absolutely meant to me. And I'm so, so grateful for everything that they've ever done for me. And this is why I say it from my heart. And you can tell that I'm getting quite emotional about this. That film, thank you very much for requesting it. It's hit very, very close to home. And I might have to pause filming in a second because I'm going to cry. But you need to tell them how much they mean, because I felt that. I felt how close I was to that person. And I will always love them from the bottom of my heart. But that's why I say it, because for me, family means the absolute world. For me personally, I know that things can be difficult in life and that family is a very important part of life in general. I did not think I was going to get as emotional like that as I did. Weirdly not, the film just hit so close and there were so many true feelings, or at least I felt like there were so many true feelings within that. It felt very real, and it was lovely. You kind of followed their evening together. You followed their life over those few days. That makes you feel more closer to that character. You know how they're going to be feeling because of that, and most likely because you felt something similar in your life before. I think that's why it resonated with me so much, because of having similar things happen in my life. So strange. It's like one of the most indirect emotional feelings that I've had from a film. Thank you so much for requesting this. It means the absolute world to me. Hope you guys really enjoyed this anyway, and if you do like this kind of thing, we do watch vintage films, we watch newer films as well, but I do love a good classic or just a really good film in general. And I've had a few people say to me that some of the films that I've watched or going to be watching aren't exactly classics, but I'm like, well, to me they are. To people that love them, they are. So that's why I watch them. I'm not watching them specifically because they are classics. I'm just watching them because they're people's favourite films, or they are just great films in general. They've got a great little plot to them. There's something different about them. Sometimes it's just to enjoy a film. Anyway guys, as I said, if you did like this video, then consider clicking the like button and subscribing to the channel, because I do more things like this. Loads of great films coming up for you. Thank you so much for joining me here. I hope you have an amazing day, whatever you're going to be doing. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye. If you're still here to the very end, then thank you so much, and also a huge thank you to my wonderful patrons: Roger C. Griffith, Douglas Collier, Terry V, Miggy Love, Chris Holmes, Jojo, Thomas Masters, Shoehorn1234, Res, Patrick Durr, Andrew Blount, Carlos, Marla Mize, Rob, Chandra Blair, Scott, Paul Zawicki, Randy, Kirsten, Juan Pablo Camero, JL, Maggie, Freya Alexandra, Milo, Miranda, Edna, Gina Aman, Tess Avaland, Olivia, Maria Stoicheva, Neno, Megan Janoviak, Rainy Tomo, Strawberry Tree, Kirsten Bailey, Boobly Boo, Louise Vanderhoven, Aubrey Terry, Wraithist, Heidi Steele, City D, Bumblebee, Joshua, Jesse, Rena Burra, Meet, Lolita Verbakovskia, Eli, Holly Jeffries, Alenka Hafner, HM Garth, Chloe Grover, Neb, Kyle Baker, Abby Barker, Tom Tattershall, Kristen Olds, Tillycham, Laura Hutchison, Tara M. Wilcoxon, Sazzy Nation, Ferdinand Pitchard, Jim McKay, Sphere, Mel Days, Fran in the Pen, BG, Tara, Rags and Muffins, Nameless Human Being, Deb, Philippa Chapman, Emily, Panda, David Wayne Fox, Jessica Asakovich, Supro, Naja and Workshop, Mike Tunnicliffe, Wolfgang Wolf, Lee, Harvey, Ankame, Aninya, Evan G, Violet Aurora, and Pamela Chandler Rash. If you'd like to see more videos, there's some more on the screen right now. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and see you next time.